In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the advanced information that you can get from Jetpack Stats. Right here on your dashboard is a link that says, did you know you can view enhanced stats on WordPress.com? Show me. And if you click it, it goes to your stats admin panel on WordPress.com. Now here it says I have 119 views with 68 visitors. And that's for showing days. So I'm going to reload. And now it says I have 126 views and 73 visitors. If I hover over a given day, it tells me information about that specific day. There's a checkbox here that I can check to turn off, showing me visitors. I can click just visitors and view just that. And I can look at likes and comments, of which I have 0, so that's kind of boring at the moment. At the top here, we can switch to weeks, months, and years, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. But for now, let's take a look at posts and pages. The little bars on the left are posts that happened today. Momentum is a blog post that actually just references this essay. So I can understand why it wouldn't get a lot of traffic by itself. There's a little arrow here at the top you can click to hide that box. And then this little button gives you more information about this section. If you click the title, it goes to a page with just that information. And then you also have the option to download this data as CSV. Then you can pull it into something like Excel and get all kinds of good information out of it. On the right here, you'll see that we have information about countries. And you can hover and get information about those countries. Now, I have more countries than fit in this dashboard, so I can click View All. Then I get a bigger map, and I get all the countries. And again, I can download the data as CSV and do whatever I wish with it. Referrers is always useful. It's great to know where your people are coming from. I really only have 4 referrers so far, which makes sense. I haven't been hooked up to stats that long, and I've focused mostly on Twitter to advertise my site. Clicks is something we went over on the dashboard and isn't very different here. Its big advantage on this page is that you could get more information than in your dashboard panel. And the same goes with search terms. People searched 3 times to find my site, and here it shows that it doesn't always tell us. We have some other options here at the bottom that I'm not utilizing. I don't have comments turned on my site, and so I'm never going to have information here. But if you do, you can get lots of good information about comments. Followers relates specifically to people who are following me within the WordPress.com ecosystem. If you use this ecosystem a lot, then this information can be very useful. If you don't, then you probably won't get anything out of it. And then, another plugin within Jetpack is called Publicize. When you make a post, you can publicize to your followers that you've done that. Again, if you use this, then that's great information. If you don't, you probably won't get anything out of it. Now at the top here, I mentioned weeks, months, and years. This affects all of these widgets. So as you can see here, I have far more referrers now than I did when I was looking at only daily. And my countries changed dramatically also. Now, I've had this set up since March, so I'm going to switch to months. And again, things can change dramatically. Now, as you can see, Jetpack Stats is not as comprehensive as Google Analytics. Google Analytics has many, many more metrics for looking at how people use your site. That said, Jetpack Stats can track some things that Google Analytics can't, simply because it has some PHP on your site and can track other things like PDF downloads, document downloads, etc. It can look at things like your followers and how you publicize to them. There's good information to be learned from both.